I'll be quick. I'm Sam Cox. My book came out in May entitled I Will Give Them an Everlasting Name, subtitled Jacksonville's Stories of the Holocaust. That's Jacksonville, Florida. I am probably unique, or I am unique in this room, because I'm not a second or third gen survivor. I'm not Jewish. I have no Jewish lineage at all, but I do have a graduate degree in modern European history, and I've had, really since I was 12 years old, I've had a great interest and passion for the Holocaust, and have had a lifelong study. And in the 1990s, was living in Jacksonville, Florida, and teaching history. The school where I was teaching asked me, because they knew I had studied the Holocaust and had studied European history, asked me to create and teach a Holocaust class for high school juniors and seniors. I did that for 5 years and had quite a few guest speakers over the 5 years, probably 25, 30 different people. Had a couple rabbis, a couple scholars, had maybe 20, 25 survivors. Had some camp liberators, righteous Gentiles, and fast forward almost 25 years later, those folks not around to share their stories, so I selected 10 of them, and I share their stories. It's an anthology of sorts. And so I had gathered my research for them in the 1990s, and then a few years ago, made a trek back down to Jacksonville. We left Florida in 1999, and I interviewed the children and grandchildren of these folks, and have written their book and sharing their stories. Just one little tidbit, it's interesting that in the 1990s when I taught this class, I never once that I can recall was asked the question, well, you're not Jewish. Why are you teaching this class? Or why do you have an interest in sharing these stories? But since I've published my book, I'm often asked that question. People say, oh, well, you must be Jewish. I say, no, I'm not. Or other people that know me say, well, you're not Jewish. Why are you writing this book? And it opens up the gate for some great discussion that this is not a Jewish issue. This concerns all of us. And little did I know when I decided to write this book that it was going to be released in May of this year, and that what the climate in Europe and the United States was like and is like with the incredible increase of anti-Semitism. So this work that all of you do is important, so thank you for sharing your stories.